lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Amy and I'm a cruelty-free makeup enthusiast and blogger. The holidays are here. Oh my gosh, it's almost the end of 2020. So whether you're staying in or you're by yourself, I always find that a makeup look makes me feel better. So I figured we can do a fun one today. So let me zoom you in a little bit closer and then we can get started. I zoomed you in. So I did my eyebrows off camera before. So I'm just going to put on this Jouer. This is the Essential Lip Enhancer. This is something that's kind of newer to my collection and I'm really liking this as a primer. So I find if I put this on about 5 minutes before I put a lipstick on, it just plumps my lips and makes them feel very moisturized. I'm feeling that winter dryness. My lips are not happy with me right now. So let's start off with the eyes. I have the ABH Sultry palette. I know a lot of you have this in your collection. It's come back to ABH for the holidays. This was a holiday exclusive, I think 2 years ago, and it's a really beautiful, cooler toned color palette right here. So I think we're gonna go into this. I'm so excited to play with this for the holidays. Let's just do a little bit of a primey prime. I'm gonna go into my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is the anti-aging one. So you'll all have to let me know if you have any plans for the holidays or not. I don't really have anything going on. It'll just be, you know, Chris and I, and we'll see family from a distance. So that will be nice. It's just gonna be super chill, just like Thanksgiving was, and you know, I'm not terribly mad at it. I'm happy I could be with my cats and my husband. To start off, I'm gonna go into the lightest shade. This is Fresh. I'm just gonna set my primer with this. The shade is surprisingly close to my skin tone. I have not seen the sun all year. I have a bunch of new brushes from Lunar Beauty, and this is the first time I'll be using these on camera, so I hope it goes well. I've heard great things about these brushes. Look how beautiful they are too. I love the ombre, and I love that they're smaller for more detail, precision application as well. I'm gonna go into the fluffiest brush. This is an LBE1, and I'm gonna go into the shade Twig, this one right here. So let's put this in the crease. I'm just lightly fluffing this through. You guys are crazy. So the cats are chasing each other. I'm so happy that Minz has taken to Dahlia because now they're best of friends. They play constantly. He plays more than ever. So that's nice. But my goodness, it's like they just chase each other. They wrestle with one another. It's so funny because she's so tiny compared to him. We have a friend who calls Mittens the Leviathan because he's that big. He's huge. He's like a bobcat. 18 pounds. She's 3 pounds. And it's just hilarious because she has like this Napoleonic complex with him. So she'll just go rah and just jump on his back. It's the funniest thing to see. I think I'm going to go into this smaller one right here. This is the LBE3, a little bit more of a blender, smaller brush. And I think I'm just gonna go straight into Slate, which is the slate gray right here. And we're gonna build this up on the outer portion of the eye. Ooh, we've got a really good blend going. I'm gonna go back into that lighter shade Twig. It's really light brown shade here. I guess you could call it a taupey shade. And I'm just taking that bigger, fluffier brush, just blending out that edge. Should we deepen this up just a tiny bit more? There is a pencil brush in here. I want to see how this works with the shade Noir. Beautiful black right in here. I've never played with the shade yet, so I'm looking forward to see how pigmented it is. Oh, yeah, that's pigmented. Taking the brush that we put the slate gray on, I'm not going to put any more pigment on it, but I am just going to fluff around the Noir shade just to blend out that harsh line so it doesn't look like it's just a straight black line across my eye. To add a little bit of something that screams holiday, I have this Hourglass. This is the Shattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Rapture. This is a really beautiful red, and I've never played with this before. I got it in a BoxyCharm earlier this year. Never touched it, so you know what? Grays and red, black and red go together. Let's just do it. I'm going to take my glitter glue from Too Faced, and that's what I'm going to put on the lid, and then we'll apply the glitter. So this is LBE4. This is more of a flat packer brush. I'm going to use this to apply the glitter. So let's just see how this applies. Okay, so this kind of glittery topper shade is very creamy. It's not chunks of glitter, which is good to know. So let's try applying this. This is a testament of the glitter glue or this Shattered Light Glitter Eyeshadow from Hourglass. There's absolutely no fallout from that shadow on my lid, so that is pretty impressive. I'm almost wondering if I could deepen it up a bit more. This brush is picking it up very well, which is always nice because I'm sure everyone's always had that struggle of when they're using a packer brush and they have issues with getting the pigment to adhere to the brush. So I'm actually pretty impressed with these brushes so far. I'm thinking I almost want to try to put a little bit of rose quartz. This is this more rosy shade right here that's in the Sultry palette. Let's take the exact same brush and I'm going to flip it on the other side. I'm going to place this slightly above the lid. These shades go really well together, actually. So for underneath the eye, I have a gray eyeliner pencil from Marc Jacobs. This is the Highliner Gel Eye Crayon in the shade Stone Fox. So we're actually going to apply a little bit of this underneath the lash line. We'll blend it out too. Just give a little extra shiny, a little extra oomph. I just wiped off my pencil brush. I'm gonna go back into the shade Slate, which is the gray one. And using that pencil brush, I'm just gonna diffuse the shimmeriness under my eyeball here. Taking that big fluffy brush again, I'm going to go back into the shade Twig, and we are going to blend the lower lash line out even more. And it's okay if you feel like you've done it too much on the lower lash line, because we could just cover it up once we do our face makeup. Concealer hides all matter of sins. I do have a black pencil. This is from CoverGirl. This is their full spectrum pencil, and this is the shade Blackest Black. Taking the smallest packer brush, this is the LBE7. I'm going to go into the shade Pearl, and we're going to put this on the inner corner and the brow bone. Let's just move right on to the face now. So I'm going to go in with a new primer that I'm kind of obsessed with. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So this is a great dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which is something that I love as well. And I love that this is a fraction of the price. Let's do our foundation. I'm currently mixing the ABH. This is the Luminous foundation in the shade 200W. And then I also have the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. This is the 111 Light. I just tend to mix these together. I like them together as well. Let's go and do some concealer. We have Tarte Shape Tape. Just a little something. I'm just going to keep asking you all questions, and hopefully we can keep the conversation going in the comments down below. Favorite holiday film? Or, you know what, if you have a bunch of them, list them down below. I have a few that I have to watch every year. I always have to watch The Muppets Christmas Carol. It's like one of my favorite Christmas carols of all time, and plus I just love Michael Caine so much, so that's something I always have to watch. Actually, pretty much, I watched like all the Christmas Carol movies, so the one with George C. Scott, which is really famous. There's that TNT one that Patrick Stewart did that's so good. The really older ones, like with Alistair Sim from, I don't know, gosh, I think that's like from the 30s or the 40s, but there's so many good ones out there. Chris and I watched A Mickey's Christmas Carol the other day, which is so great. I mean, it's so short, but it gets the point across. Romantic comedies, I'm all for it. I really love The Holiday. Oh, and every year when I wrap presents, I pretty much just watch Love Actually. So I've been doing it every year since high school. And I'm going to do more of a kind of contour bronze. This is my Well People Bio Bronzer Stick. Try saying that, Bio Bronzer Stick. Try saying that 5 times fast. Just get some depth in here so I don't look like a ghost. So let's talk holiday songs. Do you have any favorites? I have a bunch of favorites. There's certain albums that I do like to listen to. And then there's also songs I could tell you that I really don't like. One of the songs that I'm like, about, like, it's kind of cute when they actually show images of hippopotamuses, but that song, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas, it's just so painful. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Nope. I saw a video, though, of the Cincinnati Zoo. I think that's where Fiona, the hippopotamus, lives. She's a really famous hippopotamus that social media has been following since she was a baby. She's the cutest thing, and they played that with her, and they were giving her, like, little Christmas treats. I'm like, okay, that's appropriate. I think that's cute, but I heard it on the radio the other day, and I just shut it right off. One that my husband can't stand, but I think it's really hilarious because Louis Prima had a song called Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey, and my husband cannot stand it. But of course, you know, me growing up in a super Italian family, my mom played it every Christmas. It's silly, but it makes me think of my mom. All right, so we've got some good bronzing going on. I think I'm going to top it off in a minute with more bronzer, but let's put some powder on the face. So I'm going to go in with my ABH Loose Setting Powder in Vanilla. This is still my all-time favorite powder. I'm going to top off the cream bronzer now with a powder bronzer. I'm just going to go into my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm trying to use this darn thing up, and it's just like the never-ending powder. Forgot how good this smells, though. Now the question is, do I want more of a red blush, or do I keep it more in like a cooler tone? Never mind. Why am I even asking? I'm just going to do a red blush, and if I regret it, then I regret it, but we'll see. This is my trusty e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush. This is an Always Fiery. I love wearing this blush during this time of year, so we're just gonna try not to put too much on. It's just such a pretty red-toned blush. For some highlighter, we're going to go into my Aeva Beauty Nebula. What I like about this highlighter is that it has a nice balance of silver and gold to it. So you can wear this if you have a warmer toned look, a cooler toned look. We have a look coming together. Let me just do my liner and my lashes off camera, and I will be right back. Alrighty, my loves, I just put on my lashes and liner. I did like a lighter pinky nude lip. I'm not sure if it's like too light or not, but I kind of like it. I wanted to do a bit more of like a gray lip, but then I have some Zoom meetings that I have today. So let me show you the final look up close. All right, so that is it for this look. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a little peach emoji down below as well if you made it this far. And until next time, remember to stay compassionate and chic. Bye. Happy holidays. Bye-bye now. Bye now.